Hey, I'm Audrey Hope. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Hope for Relationships. I am the Soul Love Healer, and today we're going to hear from Drew from Chicago, who wants to know, how do I heal my memory? Please join me. Healing is so unbelievably simple. You do what needs to be done, and that's it. Over. Problem solved. Hey, thanks for joining me so we could heal all our issues from the deep level of the soul. Drew from Chicago writes, my mind hurts a lot from thinking too much. I get stuck in the things I have done wrong in the past, and I constantly worry about the future. I try everything, but I'm still haunted by my past. How is it possible for me to be happy and to change when the past is always haunting me? Drew, you ask an amazing question, because we have to get out of our mind, literally. Think about for a moment how much we suffer because of our mind and because of our memory. Our mind drives us crazy. And why does it do that? Because there's a problem with it. It's rational. We think about our issues. It's almost like we go to the wrong places for our answers. And also it runs and it never stops. And the way it moves, it goes back and forth, up and down, the past, the future, I should have, I could have, I would have. And what if this happens in the future? You see, the mind drives us insane. And also the mind is a library. It's a reference point. It records and it stores things. It has boxes of pain. Just imagine for a moment if you could reboot the computer and take out all of the pain. Or imagine for a moment if you could be like a little child again and not yet have a storage box of pain. And this is what we want to do. So how do we do this? Number one, we have to know that we can control our attention and our focus. Yes, we have the power to be master of our minds, and we can stop using our mind as a library, as a reference point. Oh, let me reach there. Let me go there to that point. And instead, have a new starting point, which means from the moment we decided to change, from the moment we became self-realized, from the moment we transformed, and stop there and don't allow your mind to go any way backwards beyond that point. And then from this wonderful point, which is like turning into a butterfly from being a caterpillar, and number two, we heal our memory, which means we take out the garbage, we clean the closet. This is our constant work that we need to do in order to be happy. Number three, change our reference point. We change the library we go to. We change the library book that we go to. These are our reference points, and we just don't use them anymore. We change our location. Four, we make a new starting point. A line, which is the time when we decided to transform, the time where we changed and got our self-realization. There's no need to go beyond that point and backwards behind that line. And we are now the butterfly. We don't need to go back to look at ourselves as a caterpillar. That's over. And on this line, which is a new reference point, we get to build amazing memories and keep adding and building from that starting point. Number five, we drop our myth and illusion about what makes us happy. You see, happiness is absolute. It is not relative. It does not depend on how much money you have or whether you had a good day or a bad day. The goal is to always be in the center point, which brings us to number six, being in thoughtless awareness, which is having an enlightened mind, which is raising the vibration of our attention. And so the direction of looking for answers is beyond the mind, and it is also in the heart and in the soul, because we must stop looking for answers in all the wrong places. So join me for this activation of resting our mind in the bliss of inner peace. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out, slowly. There's no place to rush to, and there's no place to go to. Now place your right hand on your heart and say to yourself, with heaven watching. I am the eternal life. I am the spirit and I am at peace. Again, I am the spirit and the light and I am at peace. Imagine now your mind is a fishbowl. Your thoughts are the fish swimming around and circling. You notice them. And with the control of your soul, that is your divine right, command all the fish to swim into the center bowl. Let all the fish know the center point, this bowl center point that will take over. And there will be a kingfish who will take over all of the thoughts and lead into the one master thought. I am the light, and I surrender everything else, which is all the extraneous and petty thoughts. The bigger leader thought from the kingfish is that I am the light. This is my focus, my peace, my decision, my control. The kingfish with the only one thought, I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. And so it is. And so, Drew, we get to be masters of our minds and stop all of the petty, unnecessary thoughts by thinking of our mind as under our control. And thank you for your amazing question, because we really all suffer from this. And I'm Audrey Hope, and thank you for joining me. If you have a question, you can write to me on my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. The links are in the description box. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue to heal all our issues from the deep level of the soul. I'm Audrey Hope, and thanks for joining me. Hey, if you like my videos, and I hope you do, then subscribe and click. Are you going to click? Come on, click here now. Let's go.